They've kept this secret quiet for a reason. There's a mental technique so powerful, it's been brushed aside for years. Not because it's physically risky, but because it can help quiet, thoughtful people outperform even the most celebrated minds. If you're someone who listens more than you speak, if you've ever felt overlooked because you're reserved, this is for you. This isn't just motivation. It's a proven mental approach that brilliant thinkers throughout history have used. It works especially well for minds that run deep. Forget the idea that being loud means being smart. True brilliance doesn't shout. It reflects, it explores, and it quietly builds ideas that change everything. Once you unlock this brain strategy, your silent thoughts won't just catch up, they'll lead. We've all been sold a myth that intelligence is something you're either born with or not, that some people just have it, and the rest of us are forever stuck playing catch-up. Maybe you've looked at someone who speaks with ease or solves problems effortlessly and thought, I wish I had a brain like that. And immediately after you hear that internal whisper, but I'm not that smart. That whisper is a lie, a product of outdated thinking. Intelligence isn't fixed, it's a skill, it's a process, and it can be trained, expanded, and rewired. The truth? Most of the people you consider geniuses weren't always brilliant. They simply discovered a better way of thinking, using mental systems and visualization strategies the average person never learned. And introverts, you are naturally designed for this kind of thinking. You don't need to be loud or fast. Your mind, when trained correctly, becomes focused, precise, and able to notice what others miss entirely. That's your advantage. Let's be real. Most schools don't teach you how to think. They teach you how to memorize, conform, follow instructions, and stay in line. If you're quiet and observant, you've probably felt misunderstood or underestimated. You weren't slow. You were just silent, and that silence was misread as weakness. Classrooms are often structured to reward those who talk the most, not those who think the deepest. And in that environment, quiet minds are overlooked. But you weren't meant to be a copy of someone else. Your mind was built for depth, clarity, and original insight. You simply weren't given the instruction manual. While others were taught to memorize, you can learn to simulate ideas, see them, feel them, and build them in your mind. That's the foundation of true intelligence. And now, you're about to learn how. The method you're about to explore isn't new. It's ancient. It's called hypervisualization. And for introverts, it's a mental superpower just waiting to be tapped into. Most people think in terms of words and lists. But the most brilliant thinkers, they think in pictures. Einstein once imagined himself riding a beam of light. Tesla could mentally construct machines and test them before ever building them physically. This isn't magic, it's deliberate visualization. And you already have this ability. You naturally create rich, vivid inner worlds. You imagine, reflect, daydream. That's not distraction. It's genius waiting to be directed. When you start visualizing ideas instead of memorizing them, your brain lights up. It processes deeper, retains longer, and makes faster connections. You're no longer just learning. You're experiencing. That's the genius mindset. And here's something else. Introverts have a powerful ability to focus deeply. While the world celebrates multitasking and busyness, the real breakthroughs happen in moments of quiet concentration, something you excel at. You don't need noise to feel engaged. You need silence, space where your thoughts can grow without pressure. That's where the magic happens. Patterns emerge. Ideas connect. You see what others miss. You don't even need hours of this. Just 20 to 30 minutes a day of pure, focused thinking can rewire your brain. Journaling, reflecting, or mentally exploring an idea from all sides. This is where intelligence grows. They may call it zoning out, but you know better. That's where your real power lives. If anyone's ever told you, you think too much, know this: that deep thinking isn't a flaw. It's potential, waiting for purpose. The goal isn't to silence your inner voice, it's to train it. True intelligence isn't about having all the answers, it's about asking the right questions. And introverts are natural questioners, observers, and analyzers. That is what genius is built on. When you combine that depth with visualization, your mind doesn't just learn, it innovates. Quiet thinkers create layers of understanding. They link new ideas with memories, conversations, even random thoughts. And suddenly, an insight forms that no one else saw. That's not luck. That's your brain doing what it does best: complex, original thinking. All you need to do is trust it and guide it. Real genius is shaped in daily habits, not flashes of inspiration. And for you, it's not about doing more. It's about thinking more deeply. Your brain doesn't need constant stimulation. It needs stillness. So here's what you can do. Start your day with a simple question like, "What haven't I explored yet?" Let your brain wander there. Then, each day, take 20 minutes for quiet thought. Evenings. Reflect instead of escaping. Write down surprising thoughts, unanswered questions, or random insights. These moments build mental momentum. You don't need complexity. You need rhythm. When your routine aligns with how your brain naturally functions, your thinking doesn't just improve. It compounds. In a world obsessed with noise and speed, deep thinking might feel like a disadvantage. But it's not. It's your edge. While others skim the surface, you go deeper. You feel more, you think further, and you connect ideas in ways that most people never will. The key is protecting that energy. Learn to observe without absorbing everything. Noise drains you. Silence sharpens you. You don't need to outshout the world. You need to rise above it, quietly, clearly, and powerfully. In stillness, your mind finds its voice. You don't have to be loud to be brilliant. You don't have to be born gifted. You just have to start using the incredible ability already within you. This brain hack isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the most powerful version of who you already are. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, practice just one idea from this guide. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your thinking shift, your confidence grow, and your mindset evolve. Because you don't need to be the loudest in the room to make the biggest impact. You just need to activate the quiet strength that's been within you all along.